Welcome back to their sports show. I am Domenic Scarano, and we are joined by two very, very special guests. Two members of the DC Rollergirls, DC Demon Cats, Camilla the Hun.
That's right.
That's right. And Scare Force One, BumpHer car.
You got it right.
Very cool. Yeah, I did get it very right, yeah.
You got it
right. So how are you guys doing? Tell us a little bit about the league.
The league was formed in 2006, and it is a nonprofit sports organization just for women, although we have volunteers from all different walks of life. Our motto is by the skaters, for the skaters, and we believe in healthy competition and the fun sport of roller derby.
What does it take to be a DC roller girl?
Well, DC Rollergirls as an organization are part of a larger organization called WIFTA, which is the Women's Flat Track Roller Derby Association. So we have to meet certain credentialing, and to be part of our league, to be part of WIFTA, you have to maintain physical and written testing. So every year we get retested on basic skills, falling, stopping, hitting, and then you have the written test of the rules. So it takes a lot to become part of the league. You go through a lot of training, and then you have to maintain that to stay competitive within the nation.
And the hitting and stuff that you're talking about, it's a little different than rugby or football. That, like, you can't use your arms or something like that. You have to.
You can't use your elbows, you can't make jabbing motions, you can't push, you can't hit somebody from behind, like run into them. There's no tripping. So the old idea.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. We want to be able to go to work the next day.
Right. There's safety rules, but you can take a hit or give a hit from here to here. So, I can't hit Camilla into her back, but I certainly can hit her in her chest.
And you'll show Dom after the interview kind of how it goes.
Absolutely.
All right,
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, what should people expect if they come to what you call a bout is the match, right? It's a bout.
Yep.
So what do people expect? What's the environment at one of those?
It's really family oriented. That's a question I get a lot. It is at the DC Armory, and the tickets are $12 at the door, $10 pre-sale, and you can get them online.
And I would imagine we've got listeners out there who'd love to get involved, at least in some level, especially after seeing the movie and listening to you guys talk,
Hopefully they're watching too, because it's TV.
Yeah.
So viewers, not just listeners.
So how do they get involved? Is their email address? Can they contact you guys?
Sure.
Contact the league?
Sure, they can go on DCRollergirls.com. We have recruitment. You can email recruitment if you want to be part of our league. We're always taking donations, no matter how you want to donate to us, and it's tax deductible. We're a 501(c), so we're nonprofit, and we're always looking for volunteers as well. So if you want to get interested or involved in any capacity of that, go on DCRollergirls.com, click on the appropriate link, and talk to us.
Yeah, get on our newsletter, find us on Facebook. We're out there. Come see how we roll.
And your season goes till May, right? So there's plenty of time to still go out and check you guys out at a bout.
That's correct. If you want to see the championship game, that'll be in April, and there's going to be a travel team all-star game in May. So the action keeps rolling, but it's a little too hot in the summertime at the Armory. So
Yes.
There probably will be some other events and possibly some other bouts in the summertime, but just look to our website for that information.
Very, very cool. Well, Camilla the Hun and BumpHer car. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Really appreciate the time.
Thanks for having us.
Fantastic.
This is Allison Kole for the Other Sports Show at DC Stadium Armory, covering a Rollergirls competition involving multiple teams and multiple bouts. And we're here today to find out what Rollergirls is all about and what draws out the now thousands of fans gathering on this Saturday afternoon. What teams are playing today, and how many competitions are there today?
So the way a standard bout works is there's a expo bout, and then we will have the main bout come on, and that's with the DC Demon Cats and Scare Force One. Both of these teams are previous DC Rollergirls champions. Our championship for 2010 is in April, so they can really smell like victory. So it's a really big win for whoever wins this today.
Is there anything else you would want to tell, like a general audience who's never seen a Rollergirls bout?
My biggest thing is that nothing is staged. People think of the 1970s style of roller derby, where it was kind of the equivalent of WWF wrestling. All these hits are real. All the injuries are real. We never know what a bout's going to look like.
How many games have you all been to?
It's my third time in DC, but I've been in other cities as well.
It's my first time.
Since it's your first experience, how is it so far?
I'm really enjoying it. It's great. It's a real positive atmosphere. I like that there are a lot of families here, and it's a cool, friendly interesting event.
If you had to tell people at home watching who've never seen a bout before about, roller derby or roller girls, what would you say?
I think probably some of the basic rules, it can be a little confusing. So for example, the girls that are wearing the stars on their helmets are the jammers, and they're the ones that make the points. And so they make those points more or less by passing the people in the pack, the blockers. So every time they pass somebody from the other team, they get a point. And then the people in the pack are trying to help their jammer get through and keep the other jammer from getting through. And that's where all of the hits get in, is it can be a little tough.
What is it that you do for Roller Girls, and how long have you been doing it?
I am a referee for the Roller Girls. I've been doing it for 9 months.
What is the biggest challenge to officiating a bout?
A lot of details. There's a lot of little things going on in that pack, and being able to see what's important and being able to call it.
What is the most common foul or most common call that you have to make?
Oh, it's probably elbows. People get a little loose with their elbow when they go in for a big hit. Skating outside out of bounds to avoid a hit sometimes are kind of the big ones. So we're watching their feet and watching their elbows.
What's your favorite part of playing?
I'd like to be a versatile player, and it's actually a very mental game as well, as far as the strategies and where you need to be, and there's a lot of multitasking, so you do use your brain a lot as well as your body, and I really like that combination.
What made you decide to join?
Okay, I'm Free Radical. I'm a co-captain on both one of our home teams called the DC Demon Cats, who are playing today, and a co-captain on the DC All-Stars. I got interested in roller derby because I heard about it from friends. I thought it sounded fantastic. I've played different sports in my life, but it was always sort of a thing that I did for myself. This is really fun because the fans are fantastic. The crowd is really great. You get to dress up. You get to have a different name. So it's not just a sport. It's a sport plus all of these sort of really fun extras that make it great. Yeah.